Sports on Tap is brought to you by Go To Pro Plumbing, Land and Sea Motorsports, On the Bay Customs Boutique and Cafe.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
I don't know what we're yelling about!
I mean, listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game. We're talking about practice.
Loud noises!
Not a game.
This is the first time in my life I'm glad I'm deaf.
We're talking about practice, man.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
65.
63. Knew it, I'm surrounded by assholes.
Kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Sports the way it should be. Nothing sugar-coated, we're loaded with all the information you wanted. From legends to prospects, nothing's off limits. Chris and Joe be taking on all topics with no stopping. They keep it rolling and going and ball hopping at a rate that's hard stopping. With music and straws dropping, they're getting it in. Sports Center competition, man, they in it to win. This ain't a fluke, from Carolina to Duke, from MSU to Michigan. You'll know if you listening and you ain't, you missing it. All the excitement, they shock like a thundercloud and rock with lightning. Get it together, you know ain't nobody better. Bring heat than cold weather. You better put on a sweater, you better just let it go and all come and attack. Sit back, relax, let's tell them it's on tap.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. If we take a fucking tight end, I quit. You can't let that shit happen. You can't.
Buckle the fuck up.
I love that. I'm so glad you added that. It's fucking glorious. Welcome to this week's edition of Sports on Tap. I am Chris Scott, alongside Frank Giagata and Joe Waddell. Frank, welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good to see you, bud.
Yeah, good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be seen.
Yeah. Good to be out and about.
Yeah, no doubt. So this week we've got some things to get into. Obviously, with baseball starting up, the finish of the NCAA tournament, things like that. The NFL draft, coming up was at the end of the month.
Yeah. At the end of the month.
Something. Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. So I'm happy about that, which is always nice.
I'm happy about that.
Do you want to do what we did last week? Just jump into the bets.
You know what?
Get them out of the way?
That's not a bad idea. Let's jump into those. Let's actually run the picks intro and then let's get into it then.
Yes.
All right. Instead of last week where we had to skip it because
because we had some technical issues. But yes,
we ran it once, but nobody heard it. So
right.
All right, here we go.
If you've had plumbing problems, you're definitely not alone. The next time you have an issue, there's only one place to call. Go To Pro Plumbing. They're a local family-owned company with 15 years of experience. Based in Centerline, they serve the Metro Detroit area, keeping your pipes clean and flowing with fair prices and happy customers. They're open 7 days a week for all your plumbing needs. The knowledgeable and experienced staff will keep you informed of their progress every step of the way to make your experience as smooth as possible. Call Go To Pro Plumbing today at 586-250-2881. That's 586-250-2881. Go To Pro Plumbing. When your pipes won't flow, call the pro.
It's time.
Time for the picks. I'm happy about this because last week my golf bet that I told you people to take Jordan Spieth to finish top 5 was going off pretty well, and I said, you know what, he made damn well win the entire tournament. What happened? He won the damn tournament.
Won the tournament.
So I hit on that, which I was very happy about.
That was one of the boosts last week, wasn't it?
It was,
yes,
and that's exactly why I took it. I'm like, I believe that's his home course. He generally plays well there, and if there's any place that he's going to finally get a win after it's been like 3 years or so, that's the place he's going to do it. And sure enough, he ended up winning. So what a nice chunk of change. I was happy about that.
Say you had yourself a nice little week.
I did, especially that Monday night when I basically just loaded up on Baylor, which was
the total opposite of what I did.
Apparently the total opposite of what you did. So
I let Gonzaga get down by 10, and I was like, now I'm taking them.
Right.
Now is the time to jump on this.
I saw the opening money line for that, and I'm just like, oh yeah. I'm hammering Baylor. We'll talk about this a little bit later, but
right.
A lot of times you're right though, Frank. That is the time to jump on the if you have a heavy favorite in mind and they get down early.
Yep.
It's smart to jump on them.
I think I got them. They were down. It was 9-0. I think I took them at a plus 110.
Okay.
with the money line.
Yeah.
And then I got him with like 8.5 points.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was worth doing, but
Oh, for sure.
I thought it was going to end up being a better game than it was.
Yeah, it was.
they got
it was,
smoked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
was
got
not
their
exactly the
asses
best national championship game I've ever seen. But like I said, we'll talk. We'll get into that a little bit later. But,
Yeah.
Frank, you want to start us off with your bets?
Yeah, we're going to focus on this weekend. It's WrestleMania weekend. So DraftKings, I know, is supposed to be starting a deal with WWE. Hopefully they will have that up for WrestleMania weekend. I know BetUS has it and a couple other sites. I'm going to start off with the Women's Raw Championship. You got Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. Rhea's the heavy favorite. She's minus 200 right now. I think it's time that they put the belt on her. Obviously, all of this is predetermined.
Wait,
you're
wrestling's predetermined?
So you're not going to get anything that's got crazy great odds.
Wait.
Hold on a second. Time out.
Wait. Well, since when are we just revealing weird shit like that on the show without warning us? I had no warning for that. I almost spit my drink out.
I mean, we can do some serious reveals here. I got one for the Easter Bunny.
Oh. Shit.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, with the fact that wrestling is predetermined, the odds, you're not going to get anything great because somebody is deciding what the outcome's going to be.
Right.
But minus 200, Rhea Ripley, throw $20 on it.
Yeah, but
win
if you-
yourself another 15.
If you enjoy watching wrestling anyway and you want to just gamble a little bit on it, and if you don't necessarily know for sure who's going to win. Yeah, it's predetermined by somebody, but unless that leaks out, you really don't know 100% what's going to happen, and they can even change their mind last minute. So that's been known to happen too.
Oh, yeah.
That has
100%.
happened quite a bit.
Montreal.
Montreal screw job.
Yes.
All right, for my first one, I'm going to go baseball. I'm going to take the White Sox tonight. I'm going to take them money line, minus 140. I'm also going to take the team total over 4.5 at a plus 120. Depending on where you get it at, it's either team total over 4 or over 4.5. If it's over 4, it's probably going to be more like plus 100 as opposed to plus 120. But I would take both of those tonight with the White Sox.
Nice. I'm going to start off with the Masters. FanDuel has a super boost of plus 100. They have either Dustin Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau, who I absolutely despise, or Jordan Spieth to shoot either 68 or under in the opening round on Thursday. I think that's a lock. I think one of those guys easily shoots under 68 or under. So I think that's an absolute lock. So that's the first one I'm going with.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna stick to the WrestleMania theme for all of my picks this weekend. Bobby Lashley, who is the Raw champion, faces off against Drew McIntyre. Both of them are even right now. They're both at a minus 120. I think with the way things have been going, if you watch wrestling, you kind of see what they're doing with Bobby Lashley, and I think that belt stays with him for right now.
I can see that.
Nice. For my next one, I'm gonna go right into the Lakers and Toronto game. I like both the overs in this game. I like the over 104.5 for the first half, and I like the over 208 for the entire game. I would take both the overs in that. Put a unit on it. And go about your day.
Does LA actually have healthy players now?
They have enough.
They have enough.
They have enough.
Okay.
104.5 and 208 for those respective totals is pretty damn low. Toronto's got a good enough team. Even if LA gets blown out in this game, you're probably going to hit those overs.
And it's the NBA, so most likely you're going to hit the over.
Yeah, and Toronto's not the most defensive team in the league.
Right.
Yeah, and so I just like those overs anyway. I'm not saying they're going to shatter them by any means because neither one of these offenses is a juggernaut right now.
Right.
But I still think they're gonna get both those overs in this game.
Just curious. I didn't know if everybody was still hurt out there. What was going on with
There's
them.
There's a lot of them still hurt.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. I'm going to stick with the Masters, and I'm just going to take an outright winner. Brooks Koepka was going off at plus 2,800 to win the entire thing. And
okay.
I'm going with that 100%.
I was going to say at a plus 2,800. That's
dude just got engaged, so he's in probably a good frame of mind. I think he's going to go down to Augusta, and I think he's going to win the damn thing.
Hey, you put a unit on it, you're good.
And that's a great fucking payout.
Yes, it is.
All right. We will go to the main event of the weekend for WrestleMania weekend, which is Edge, Daniel Bryan, and Roman Reigns. Right now, all of them are giving out money, no matter who you take. My pick's going to be Edge, though. I think it just makes sense with the story they're telling with him. And on top of that, everything he's been through over the last year, coming back, you put the belt on him, let him run through SummerSlam or something,
right.
and then put it back on Roman afterwards.
Nice.
Yep. All right. I'm going to give you a hockey pick right now. I'm going to go San Jose minus 1.5 goals tonight. It's at plus 145. I think they handle Anaheim tonight, and I think they win by more than a goal, which would be your 1.5 goals.
There you go.
Put a unit on it. Go about your night.
I'm going to do a little parlay action here tomorrow. The Champions League. We got Porto getting at plus 450 to win versus Chelsea, and PSG at plus 260 to win versus Bayern Munich. Now, the one I'm kind of concerned about is the PSG Bayern Munich one, because I believe both teams are relatively equally good. I'm going to take PSG simply because I believe the game is at PSG. So give me that. I like it. There's pretty decent payouts too if it hits. So
Okay.
Very nice.
I like it, and those are my picks.
Those are the picks. All right. Get those done and out of the way so everybody can get in there gambling and
That's right.
go about their night.
And mind you, this is just for fun. you don't take ourselves seriously.
I was going to say, some of us bet the Tigers on the under yesterday, so
Oh.
don't listen to them.
I bet on them opening day. I
Did
hit.
you?
Yeah, absolutely. I took the under, and I took the Tigers to win.
Yeah, I took the under yesterday's game. It was like, I want to say 7.
I'm not
half
gonna.
runs.
I'm not gonna lie. I had
Fucking
Minnesota today.
slaughtered.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost
Yeah.
on the walk-off from Badu.
Yeah, from Akil Badu.
We still got to figure out that dude's name that you were talking about before the show.
Yeah, for the life of me,
like,
I can't remember.
I can picture him. I just cannot, for the life of me, remember his name.
It's on the tip of my tongue too, and I just can't. it won't come to me. It will
Of course.
after the show.
Of course,
at
yeah.
like on my drive home, I'll be texting you guys. I know what it is.
Yeah, right.
I'm still trying to figure out because I don't even have the guy's head
Right.
or face in my head.
He was here for like a month, and it was just like
It was a little longer than a month because it was like the second half of the season.
Yeah.
and everyone was
What
was just
years?
he was just really
Like roundabout time.
I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Give or
somewhere
take.
around. And
So say 15, 16, somewhere in there.
he was just really fast. And
Was it Nuke Logan?
No, but that's another good one though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another good one. But like we were just talking about Tigers who have
Yeah.
gotten a big following
Yeah.
right away and instantaneously, and then didn't pan out.
Yeah, it just kind of fell off the face of the earth.
and you can kind of see it on every. It happens on every baseball team
Yeah.
because these guys come in and the pitchers haven't figured them out, the defenses haven't figured them out, and then they come on like gangbusters, and all the fans run to buy the jerseys if they can, and if they can't, they buy the T-shirt jerseys,
The jerseys.
yeah, the jerseys, yeah,
Yeah.
and then they fizzle out, kind of like Chris Shelton,
Brendan Bosch.
which Brendan Bosch, although
I
he was
hated
he was
Bosch
more
so
than
much,
he was more than
though.
just a splash in a pan, but
Right. But everybody wanted that dude.
But yes, everybody loved that guy.
Everybody wanted that dude's jersey.
And Chris Shelton was a great one that you said before the show, Frank. And he was just bombing homers for like a month,
He was.
and then all of a sudden just fell off the
yeah,
fucking
and then
planet.
pitchers figured out, all right, pitch him here, and he can't hit.
Right.
And he couldn't make that adjustment.
Yeah, they're like, all right, well, you pitch him away, and he can't get a hold of it, and he grounds out all the time. And guess what? He wasn't in the show very long.
Right.
So
We're talking about this because this kid Akil Badu, who's he started off his major league career hot. Literally, first pitch he saw in the regular season game, he hit a home run.
First pitch home run, third game fucking grand slam. Today walked it off.
Which I did call, by the way, because I was at the game and I called it. I'll talk about it later, but I called it. 100% called
his
it.
home run.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, first his bat, he's gonna go yard. Sure enough, boom. Especially opposite field too. That's even better. But speaking of that though, but being just
Oh, were you talking about Goose?
who?
Anthony Goose?
No.
Ghost.
Goes. Yeah, no, not him.
No.
Where they were trying to turn into a pitcher for
Yeah.
Anthony Ghost.
Tried
yeah.
to turn him into anything just to keep him
Right.
around.
But it was nice to be down there on Sunday, just back at the ballpark. Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit weird, not seeing a full crowd there, and some of the concessions are shut down for obvious reasons because there's frankly no need to have them all open. But be that as it may, it just felt good to be back at the ballpark and actually be able to see a live sporting event for a change. After we've been cooped up in the house and not. Yeah, we can watch it on TV, and that's all well and good. But there's just something different about going to a sporting event and being there in person, and to be there, and especially with how beautiful of a day it was on this past Sunday, I loved it. I thought it was absolutely great. I enjoyed it. I plan to go down to quite a few more if I can.
Yeah,
so.
When you had sent those pictures out, I was definitely jealous.
Yeah.
I've missed being at games. I would love to hit a hockey game, a football game,
right?
But baseballs, especially Joe and I are usually good for like 2 or 3 every summer.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, having to sit out last year was kind of a bummer, but I'm glad that we can do something as far as that stuff.
No, it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
I was very jealous, and I plan on hitting up at least a game or 2 this year. Where did you get tickets? Did you get them off of StubHub?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. I got $14.
That's not bad at all.
Really?
$14, and then with the fees, it ended up being like 44 or something like that.
Well, holy shit! From $14 a piece to $44 a piece
for 2 tickets.
For 2 tickets.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, $28,
and then fees and all that shit.
Good
taxes.
lord, they have. I forgot how big their fucking fees
Oh,
are.
it's crazy.
Yeah, and you have a year of no events, so I mean, at this point, you're paying to keep them in business.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, if you plan on going down to the ballpark, like before you go, you have to go to the MLB at Bat app, and they got to fill out a questionnaire. It's like 5 questions, just how are you feeling, all that stuff. It's a minor inconvenience, but it's a very simple process. You go to the gate, there's a guy standing there, you show him, and you got a green check mark when you fill out this questionnaire. And it says, okay, you're good to go, and then you just, wear your mask into the field. And then once you're there, they're pretty lenient about, you can wear your mask. They're not going to get on you if you're not wearing it, because it's so spaced out. Because
I was going to say you're social distancing in an outdoor arena.
Exactly.
So it's not going to be like the Toledo Zoo where I took my daughter.
Yeah.
And we're riding the merry-go-round, and I took my mask down to get a picture of myself with my daughter.
Yeah.
Without a mask on, because that's not a good keepsake. Wearing a fucking mask all the time. Took the picture, and as I come around, she goes, literally yells as we're like whipping around. She's like, "Put your mask on!" Like, holy Christ, lady! I was just getting a picture.
Lady,
Jesus,
24th Marlboro Red of the day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
yelling at you.
Wow, calm down. I was getting a picture of me and my daughter.
Take it down a notch. Relax.
I'm not near anybody. I'm near a plastic giraffe. Like,
relax, Carol. Take it easy. She'd probably been waiting for that moment to just yell at somebody.
Oh yeah,
it's the highlight of her day.
Annoying.
Right, exactly.
Like I just put it down around my chin to get a picture, and you
right.
Put your mask on.
But yeah, like I said, when you're down there, they're pretty lenient, pretty laid back. Just don't be an asshole about it,
Right.
and you're fine.
If you're in an area with people, put it on. If you're not,
right.
You're in your seat,
I think that should be a general rule that we've all come up with that should just happen. Is in general, as you're living your life now, just don't be an asshole.
Just don't be a dick. It's simple as that.
Just take other people into account.
Right.
Period. I know you don't want to. You don't necessarily want to come out of your own little world where you think everything revolves around you, and it's not just about you. But it's not. The world is full of a bunch of other people, and you need to be considerate of those people.
But telling me not to be an asshole is like telling me not to be myself.
Well, listen, I'm an asshole too. I get it, but you're not an inconsiderate asshole. You're not
I'm
a
a considerate asshole.
Right. So,
That's fair.
just
I try to be considerate.
Don't be inconsiderate of other people. There's other people in the world. Just realize that and be a nice human being.
Very well said.
And that's Joe's PSA for today.
The more you know.
Oh, no. There's probably going to be more.
So the more you know. I just want to see the star going across the screen.
Oh, reading rainbow.
Right. So anyway, we talked about it like a little bit in the beginning of the show, but the Final Four and the subsequent national championship game. Honestly, that Gonzaga UCLA game, it's one of the best college basketball games I've ever seen.
I loved it.
It was a great game.
It was a great
But
game.
for people saying that's the best college basketball game ever, no, it was not. Stop it.
It's up there.
Oh,
with,
it's up there.
It's up there with those games.
Oh, 100%.
But to just automatically, again, that's recency bias.
Exactly. Exactly what it is.
I was going to say the moment I would say is comparable to the Grant Hill Hail Mary shot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a great shot.
Right.
But
Oh,
as
you're
a
talking
game
about
in
the Christian Leitner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
he
Grant Hill
passed
throws
it.
the
Yeah.
Hail Mary.
Well, shit, like a few years ago when Villanova beat North Carolina in the national championship game
Yeah.
on a buzzer beater. Like, how is that not just by default a better game? Because it was the national championship game.
And the other thing, and not to take it away from him, because that shot was fantastic. It is one of the greatest college sports moments that I can recall.
Right, yeah, it was.
But at the same time, you're a number one team. If it's UCLA making that shot, look at it totally different.
100%, because that's an 11 seed.
But you have the 1 seed making a last-minute shot against an 11 seed.
Right.
It doesn't have the same aura to it, in my opinion.
No, I would agree with that. But like Joe just said, like the recency bias, to automatically anoint that as the greatest college basketball game of all time is just, honestly, it's ignorant.
As we've discussed, recency bias is one of my pet peeves with sports. It's one of those things that you overreact to something that you just saw happen, and you overreact to something that just happened this week. It happens all the time in sports, and you need to just take a step back for a minute and take a look and remember all the good games you've seen, and then rank accordingly. Don't just all of a sudden watch that. It was great to watch. It was fun as hell.
Oh yeah,
the ending was incredible. But to just automatically say this is the best game I've ever that's ever been played in college basketball, like, whoa, pump the fucking brakes there.
Now,
like,
if you want to say that's like the best game you've ever seen, fine. I can't argue with that
that's
because
an opinion.
I don't know what games you've seen.
Right, exactly. So that's fine. You want to say that? That's fine. But to just put out the blanket statement that this is the best college basketball game ever.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
The other thing that kind of took away from it, in my opinion, is after the dude hit the shot, he's sitting there and he's doing one of these things, and if you see the back view, it's all cardboard cutouts that he's doing it too.
Yeah, that was sad. That was sad.
Like, I felt so bad for the guy in that moment.
He was pumping his chest and waving for the like. There's no who are you waving for the crowd to
Buddy,
pump
that's,
up? Like
that's
what?
cardboard.
But
those aren't real people, bro.
So that was a great game, and then you talk about the letdown in the national championship game when Gonzaga just got boat raced by just a significantly stronger, faster, better Baylor team.
Listen, it came down to who shot threes better and who could control the paint, and Baylor did both.
Baylor just looked like they
had the size, they had the speed.
They did, they absolutely did, and like we talked before the show and a little bit during the betting segment. Like I said, once I saw what UCLA was able to do against Gonzaga, that's when I loaded up on Baylor. I'm like, Baylor is going to whoop this team. Absolutely 100% take them to the woodshed, beat them down.
I think Baylor, in recent memory, I'm not going to say of all time, but in recent memory, I think Baylor's one of the more slept-on teams that's ever been in that tournament.
I wouldn't disagree. I think
like
for
right from the rip, they weren't getting the praise that a lot of one seeds get.
I remember during the season when they lost the game, right? And
all of a sudden, Kansas, I think.
Yeah, and all of a sudden
it was like 5-6 weeks into the season before they fucking lost.
Well,
I
think it was after COVID too.
Run.
But when they lost, all of a sudden everybody was like, "Oh, see, Baylor's not as good."
Right.
I mean, they proved nothing else that they were that fucking good throughout the rest of the season. Like, because they lost one game and then people did kind of write them off. They were like, they're not quite as good as Gonzaga. They're not quite as good as this team, because there was a lot of teams that got hot there at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this team is better. This team is better. But Baylor just came out and went, "Oh, they are, huh?"
Which is
All right.
which is funny to me because I saw somebody post that with Gonzaga especially that they could take out like 2 or 3 of the bottom NBA teams. And I'm just like, are you fucking idiot? Like, have you ever watched basketball
Gonzaga?
ever? Yes.
Gonzaga could? No.
I'm like, no, that's not.
Look at how dominant Zion was when Zion was in college.
Yeah.
And then look at what he did the first year of his career. And you genuinely believe that a college team that at best has a Zion and everyone else is worse could beat an NBA? No, not a fucking chance.
They followed up the argument with, well, Gonzaga has like 3 NBA players on their team. I'm like, yeah, but the team they're playing against has 11 NBA players on their team.
And statistically, if they have 3, at least one of them's a bust.
Right. So I saw that, and I'm just
Very
like,
solid points.
The thing was, he was like dead serious about this. I'm like, no, stop it. You're wrong.
It's absurd.
You're wrong.
It's absurd.
It's like the Alabama could beat at Jaguars or somebody like that.
No.
Like,
No.
You're talking men to boys.
Yes.
And yes, you have a small percentage of those guys on that team that are
I
going to
think
go
there's-
somewhere and be something.
I think there's some credence to Alabama could beat the Lions, though.
I'm gonna be serious. Like, and we're gonna take this back to the Madden franchise. I'm still doing that Madden league that I was telling you about. I have built up a team, and I've switched over. I'm now the owner of the Lions, and I've put together a team that is just incomparable. I have Trevor Lawrence as my quarterback. I have Jamar Chase. I have Waddle from Alabama.
You got what'd you get, all the draft picks?
Oh, dude, I traded everything away so I could just fucking load up out of that draft. But my team's still dog shit. I think it's just something with the Detroit Lions that they will always be dog shit, regardless of who they have on that team.
And they have a new owner, you.
In this situation, yeah. And I'm not even a Ford.
Jesus. That's funny.
I was just using that extreme example as
Madden just absolutely knows it's the Lions. They're
I
gonna
guess
fucking
they're
suck.
always going to be fucking terrible.
You know who's not fucking terrible? Okay, then. My guy Jason Stiltner at Flagstar Bank.
Crickets.
Yeah, thank you. Right now is a great time to purchase a home or even refinance your existing home. So, again, give my guy Jason Stiltner a call at Flagstar Bank. He'll give you the top-notch service that you're looking for. Flagstar is currently offering a 0% down home purchase program. However, the program won't last long, but the rates are incredibly low. So, again, give my guy Jason Stiltner a call today at 248-675-0675. Trust me, you don't want to miss this great opportunity. That number again is 248-675-0675. Flagstar Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 27546.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Thanks for the silence, too, guys. I fucking appreciate it.
Listen, I have told you I learned a long time ago not to answer your hypothetical fucking questions, man.
That's fair enough.
You asked a hypothetical question many shows back, and I answered that motherfucker, and it was the wrong one to answer.
I was going to give you a courtesy answer, but I kind of wanted to see what you would do if nobody said that.
I just said, fuck it.
You make a hypothetical question, I instantly go like this.
Oh, well, hey. Wait till the opening of the show next week.
What are you just gonna go deaf mute like you did when we were doing it at another studio?
Another radio light?
Yeah,
that was awesome because you're just like, you're gonna talk. I'm like, no,
just staring at each other. It was like 30 seconds of dead air, which seemed like 20 minutes.
It really did.
I will say, when we were there, I think that was some of the most fun we did.
We did have fun. That was a good time. I did enjoy that. I didn't. Yeah.
There was the beginning of our radio life at place that begins with the D.
Yeah.
Was really fun too at the beginning there.
Yep.
We had a lot of fun in that studio. I really liked that. And
that studio was sweet.
And then when we did it at the other place that you
just
got
up the
involved with.
street.
Yeah. That was really fun. It really was.
Yeah.
It's a shame it didn't really work out.
Yeah, they kind of jobbed us on some things, but
yeah, it wasn't the right timing. I had to back off because of certain things. It just didn't work out right. So, but here we are. And we fucking love it here.
Version 3.0.
Yeah. Yep. Sports Untapped 3.0.
That's right.
And here we are, where we're stuck not answering your hypothetical fucking questions.
Appreciate it, as always.
All right. So we talked a little bit about football.
Yep.
And if we're done talking about the Final Four and the championship game, we'll move into a little bit of draft talk.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on this tight end shit again, please.
Oh no, I'm going to.
Frank's gonna have a brain aneurysm if this fucking happens.
I'm definitely going to, because there is there's definitely talk of Pitts going to the Lions.
Yep.
Because let's look at it now. The first 3 picks are basically set in stone, right? They're quarterbacks.
Yeah.
No matter who they are, they're quarterbacks, right?
Yep.
Trevor's pretty much going 1 to Jacksonville.
Yep.
2 is more than likely going to be Zach
I think
Wilson.
we can put that one in ink.
Yeah, that one's pretty much set in stone, I believe.
I'm still seeing the Niners at 3 taking Mac Jones, which I think is a fucking mistake.
I've heard that a few times.
I don't understand that, because they could have stayed where they were and got Mac Jones. I truly believe they're going up there to get Trey Lance. That's my thought. My thought is they traded up to get Trey Lance. I could be wrong. They could take Mac Jones, but they could have stayed at 12 and got Mac Jones.
The other thing that I was thinking, though, with what the Niners did, do you think they traded up to that spot in the hopes that somebody would offer them a ransom to trade back a few spots?
That's a pretty big risk.
That is a big risk.
Because
they give up a ton to get up there.
They give up enough.
They gave up enough. They gave points-wise what you need to give up to get there.
Right.
But they didn't give up anything crazy.
Right. I mean I don't hate the trade that they made, but if you moved up to take Mac Jones, I think that's just like when they fucking traded up to get fucking Trubisky.
Right.
That's just like, are you serious? That makes zero fucking sense.
It really does make zero sense.
Like, especially with Trey Lance sitting there, which you could get too.
Yeah, that's and to me, I think that's the guy. Unless it's Fields, maybe they have Fields in their mind. I don't know.
In this mock draft, they have the Lions taking Fields.
See, wow,
That's another one that I've heard quite a bit on, and I don't get the point.
Let it happen. Let it happen. If they take either Pitts or Fields, let it happen.
I just
Please
don't
let
understand what the point is to drafting a quarterback.
I don't.
You just traded for Jared Goff. He's 26 years old. I'm not saying this guy's going to be, anything great,
right?
But he's a feasible quarterback moving forward. You don't have to pay what people are going to pay right now to get one of those top 4 quarterbacks.
See, now here's one that San Francisco's taken, Justin Fields.
Okay.
Now that I can see too.
I could absolutely see that, 100%.
I can see that. And then, so Frank, you talked about it before the show. This mock draft actually has it 4, and I think the draft really technically now starts at 4. And Atlanta is now fielding calls on trade offers. And at this point, if you're looking at the Lions,
but
they're not going to be able to trade now because
they're screwed at 7
there's
now.
no way they can trade out of 7 at this point.
No.
You're going to have to take somebody at 7. There's no way anybody's going to trade you at 7 because they're going to start trading up to 4 and 5 and 6. Your trade possibilities, the Detroit Lions, is non-existent at this point. So you just need to hone in on 3 guys that you want and choose the best one that drops down to you.
Yep.
And it looks like Pitts could go to Atlanta if they decide to
pick at 4.
Yeah, if they decide to actually pick at 4. And then the Bengals and Miami are 2 teams that are kind of like a crapshoot.
I was going to say, I'm looking at NFL right now, and they've got Pitts going to Cincy at 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who do they have Atlanta taking?
They have Atlanta taking.
I got one that says have them taking Trey Lance.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
they're
all
taking
right, all
Lance,
right.
and then this one has Detroit with Fields. So yeah, I've got to be looking at the same thing you were looking
Probably.
at, Chris.
Okay. And this one,
NFL.com?
Yeah.
this is CBS. This one has Pitts going to Atlanta, then Jamar Chase going to Cincinnati, which I think is, to me, I think anybody giving anybody to Cincinnati right now in a mock draft, if you're not giving them, was it Rashawn Taylor, or I believe that's his name, or Penei Sewell, one of the offensive linemen,
Yeah.
I think you're crazy because they already invested in Joe Burrow. They need to protect him so he doesn't get killed like he got killed last year.
Wow. Yeah, they may help.
I believe they're going offensive line no matter which one of those guys is available. They're going to have to choose if they're both available.
Oh, Rashawn Slater.
Rashawn Slater, yeah. So I believe they go with one of those guys personally. And then Miami, I believe they're going to go an offensive weapon.
Jamar Chase, that's what they have. Jamar
Jamar Chase will be great there.
Yep.
Jalen Waddle, if both those other guys are
anybody
gone.
for Tua to throw to.
And Tua's already played with Waddle, so
Yeah,
that might sway them a little bit. But I think Jamar Chase is actually the better receiver.
I
in
would
my
agree
opinion.
with you on that.
Even though he set out this last year, they could be weary of rust, but I believe he's the better receiver. I believe Jalen Waddle is actually the second best receiver in this draft, if you're not counting Pitts. But I count Pitts personally because I don't see any team drafting him and that's actually going to play him as a knuckles in the ground tight end. I just don't.
No, I don't either.
So for me, it's Pitts is the number 1 wide receiver, Jamar Chase is number 2, and Jalen Waddle's number 3, in my opinion.
So Miami's got 2 first-round picks. That's solid for Miami.
Yeah, Miami has 2 first-round picks.
They got him taken at 18. They got him taking Greg Rasu from Miami, which I think if they were able to get Chase and this dude,
is that the D end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I've seen him actually rumored to the Browns a few.
We talked about that last week.
I want him or Phillips.
They have Phillips going to the Vikings at 14.
I want one of those 2 guys to the Browns. That's what I want. They need another edge rusher to rush outside of Garrett. But in this mock draft, It has the Lions trading out of their spot
To who? To where?
to Washington.
Okay.
Who,
Down.
Interesting.
who trades up to get Mac Jones?
That is
Why is
something
everybody
that
valuing
teams
Mac
may
Jones
do.
so much?
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, Washington-
Somebody might freak out and move up just to take the fifth best
I
quarterback.
think I think the teams are significking overrating Mac Jones. I'm sorry.
I 100% agree with you. To me, that value on there is he's a late first, maybe early second to me, and even then I'm questioning it. But he's just being way overvalued. Way overvalued.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I would not be if I'm a Redskins or football team fan. I'm not a fan of that pick. If that's what it ends up being. Let's see what do they got. They got your Browns taking Jamin Davis, linebacker out of Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that one. I don't like that one at all.
I can't pronounce his name, so I really don't. Like it.
Well, so here they have Jalen Phillips, who is a player I really like. I guess they have him shooting up the draft boards because they have the Giants taking him at 11, which is way earlier than I've seen him going in other drafts. Let me ask you a question, too. This is a local guy.
Yeah.
Quid he pay?
Oh, they got Dallas taking him.
Right, so
I had
Dallas
seen him
takes him
early on, rumored to Denver.
Yep.
Like early on.
Denver,
and then
Dallas.
He's kind of fallen out of that.
Well, now
first
now
15
this one
area.
has him going to Minnesota, but what is the draw with this guy? Because from
I'm
what I
not-
saw on the field, I didn't see top 15 draft prospect on the field. I just didn't.
Correct. Do you have his body size and all that shit?
Yeah, he's
there?
6'4", 272 pounds.
There you go.
I mean, he ran a sub 4.40.
Okay.
According to this, he's the most explosive pass rusher in the draft, which
So he's got the size. Supposedly, he's
Visu-
got the,
I guess.
the burst
Visually,
out.
I didn't see it,
neither did I.
and I'm a Michigan fan. Visually, I just didn't see it.
Are you claiming to be a Michigan fan again?
Well,
I wasn't sure where you left off.
He's not a
on that.
Harbaugh fan.
I'm not a Harbaugh fan. I refuse to root for that program until Harbaugh's gone. But yes, I am still a Michigan fan.
I just was curious. I didn't know where we stood on any of that. I didn't know if I missed something last week.
I refuse to root for that program with Harbaugh there.
Right.
Yes, that is still a thing.
And I'm looking at your Raiders. I thought they were going to take some like fast wide receiver like they always fucking do.
Devontae Smith.
Right. But they're taking
Trade up to 7, get him.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
That's a decent pick
Out of
there.
Notre Dame, which
out
I
of
know
Notre
you'll
Dame.
love.
Here it has him taking Micah Parsons.
Which I know you'll have his jersey by the end of the draft.
If they get Micah Parsons, I will have that jersey.
Yes. They got him going to New England in this one.
That's
2 picks before Oakland.
Yep.
That's not a
Or,
bad
I'm
move.
sorry, Las Vegas.
And Waddle going to Arizona.
This one has Trey Lance falling all the way down to the 18th pick to Pittsburgh.
Whoa.
Which I am not a fan of because I want Trey Lance to be gone way before
I'd say Trey
Pittsburgh
Lance
draft.
goes to Pittsburgh?
Oh, I don't
Dude,
like
that'd be
I was
that.
going
huge.
to say, I think the only way
I don't like that.
Pittsburgh gets one of those quarterbacks is them moving up.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But if Pittsburgh pulled the trigger on that,
I think if you're not in that top 4, I think right now Atlanta's got the best spot in the draft because they're going to collect a ransom for that spot
absolutely.
because somebody's going to overpay so they can get either Trey Lance or whoever that fourth quarterback's going to be.
I'm going to automatically discount everything in this draft.
Okay.
They have the Browns taking Eric Stokes at corner. This mock draft is fucking horseshit. There's no way they take another cornerback. That's not happening.
Who did it?
It's CBS. I don't know who.
Is it Pete Prisco?
I got to read who actually did the mock draft here. Tom Fornelli.
Who?
Tom Fornelli from
Never heard
CBS.
of him. Next.
Yeah.
I was going to say I'm
going to move on from this mock draft,
I'm
jackass.
on PFFs. They've got Parsons going to Miami at 18. I don't see him falling that far.
You see they're pretty close with this stuff, obviously, because they do their homework on this and they're insiders and all that shit. But sometimes it's just like, what? No.
And right now everything's kind of getting crazy because now the trades have started.
Yeah.
See, now this mock draft makes more sense. All right, you got this is from 4for4 Sports. Lawrence, Wilson, and Fields go 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Then Pitts to Atlanta. Then Penei Sewell to Cincy, which I really believe they're taking one of those 2 offensive linemen. Jamar Chase to Miami. Then they got the Lions taking Devonta Smith.
God, dude.
If they take him, oh man, I'm gonna love that.
I'm perfectly fine with them drafting him if it wasn't their first pick in the. If they were in a situation like Miami is, where they had multiple first-round picks, I'd be totally cool with Devontae Smith.
Well,
because
yeah.
I think he's got the talent, and
Right.
I think it's all there.
But you have the top 7 pick. You cannot waste it on a fucking wide receiver.
Right. If you're going to take a receiver, you have to take
Pitts.
Jamar Chase
Or Pitts.
or Pitts,
Right,
you're
right.
counting him as a wide receiver.
Or Jalen Waddle. Again, Jalen Waddle. Just
Waddle,
because he
I'd
was,
be perfectly fine.
Just
with.
because he was hurt last year, that's one reason why Devontae Smith was so was so explosive and had such a season. Jalen Waddle is actually the better wide receiver, in my opinion. If you've seen them play together, you know he's the better wide receiver.
And Smith has home run speed for sure, but you need to have a receiver core to draft a speed receiver. You have nothing right now at wide receiver. You have Brashard Perryman and who else?
Right.
Exactly.
I got nothing. I have no idea.
Exactly.
Listen,
you don't have a core
Brashard's
to build
dad
on.
played for the team, so I mean,
Yeah.
they got that going. They got that going for.
Sweet.
Taking that Red Wing mentality.
Yeah, that's
drafting
right, yeah.
the
So-
guys who used to play there.
Right.
One of the things that threw a wrench into a little bit of the draft was Carolina trading for
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Which-
The Jets made out like
And didn't give up their first pick.
Yeah. The Jets. I thought the Jets made out great in this trade.
I thought Carolina made out great.
I do too.
They didn't have to give up much of anything. They give up a second and a fourth next year, I think.
I think a 2 and a 4 next year
and
and
a six.
And a six this year.
Yeah.
Listen, he's a quarterback that was a first round talent a couple years ago that played on a really bad franchise.
Oh yeah.
So they obviously see that they think there's talent there that they can harness that the Jets didn't, which I can't blame them. The Jets suck. They probably did ruin him.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you revitalize his career? They think they can.
I think Matt Rule can.
I think this might be the perfect team, the perfect time, and the perfect coach for him.
Yep.
I think it's a great opportunity for him, and I think it's a great opportunity for Carolina to get a first round talent for not first round price.
And especially, like I said, the Jets didn't have to give up their first round pick to make this happen.
Right.
Sweet. Cool.
Yeah. It was
the Panthers.
Or the Panthers. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it makes. I think it makes sense on both ends.
It does.
Because the Jets are now are just open to draft Wilson. They don't have to worry about Sam Darnold being there. They traded him. They got a few picks for him.
Yeah.
It is what it is. They even got a second rounder coming next year. And Carolina didn't give up a first round pick, but they got a first round talent in their opinion. So it's a win-win.
It worked.
And if Darnold ends up being what the Jets believe he is, that second round pick next year might as well be a first round pick.
Yeah.
No. They good trade for both sides. I believe. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. So that throws a little bit of a monkey wrench into a lot of the draft because
does.
they were looking at one of the teams that was going to possibly trade up somewhere to get a quarterback. What were they going to do? Now they're looking to trade Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, and they can obviously hope they'll probably look to acquire more picks. It probably gain back one of the picks they just traded.
Right.
So and then obviously try to get some weapons for Sam Darnold.
I was going to say, you think they could get a 2 for Bridgewater?
No. 3
No.
maybe.
I was going to say, I was thinking more of a 3.
I think
but
3 maybe 2 is
if you get somebody who's desperate, I could see somebody maybe giving
2
you a
2 is a
late 2.
significant stretch. But you can shoot for it. If you get it, great. If you don't,
Yeah, you can ask for whatever the fuck you want.
I mean,
you
got to at least try to
Right.
try to,
You just
try to
got to
get
find
that.
somebody willing to pay.
I mean, listen, you can't take the hottest chick to the prom if you don't ask the bitch out. You know
This
what I
is
mean?
true. This is true.
Just saying.
And then this one they have the Panthers taking Rashawn Slater.
Yep.
Tackle out
Okay.
of Northwestern.
So that pick right now makes sense because I was looking at this one. This one's a little bit older. It has them taking Trey Lance for Carolina. That's why I looked at him like that doesn't make any sense
Yeah, you
anymore.
got to update.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense anymore. But that pick makes sense.
Yes.
If he slips to them, that's brilliant because then you protect the quarterback you just traded for.
Yep.
Makes perfect sense. You already have some offensive weapons on that team.
Yep.
So protect your quarterback.
Arguably one of the best offensive weapons when he's healthy.
Yeah. So make it to where Sam Darnold isn't running for his fucking life all the time
Yep.
like he was on the Jets.
No, I agree with that. Well, we'll see. I'm looking forward to the draft. I do every year. I
love the draft. I really do.
We're talking about going to Vegas next year.
Yeah. listen, if things pan out and play out like I think they should, this year is still a little tight, cut down, and everybody's still, they don't have as many people being allowed into things and all that. Listen, if everything was open and we were just COVID free,
oh yeah,
I'd be asking you guys to go to Cleveland,
and we would go. I would absolutely go to that.
Because we talked about it last year during the draft in text. It's just not feasible. If everything works out and next year is like fucking full go, I'm in. I want to go to the draft, and I think it'd be a great time to go to the draft in Vegas.
Detroit threw their hat into the ring for a couple of years from now.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They were talking Fox Theater having it.
Man, I would love to go to one of these drafts. The NFL draft has always been so big for me.
Yeah.
Like even as I was a kid, I just fucking loved it. Loved it.
I like when they had it outside, though. I think it's cool if they have it outside.
Yeah.
I kind of dig that.
Is that what they're planning on doing this year?
I don't know what they're planning on doing, but I'm saying if they did it, I think it'd be pretty cool. Like do it like in front of the Bellagio or something like that for next year. This year, what are you gonna? It's in Ohio, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
Just put the stage right there in the middle of the fountain.
Exactly. I think that'd be fucking cool.
Every pick goes off, the fountain bursts.
Right.
In the background
Exactly. I think that'd be pretty sweet.
Screen.
Hey, it's Vegas. They can do anything.
It's like the last scene from Ocean's 11, except it's
yes,
the NFL draft.
I fucking love it. That's fantastic.
But yeah, I'm definitely down to. If everything pans out, I'm down to go.
Nice. I dig it.
I would be in Cleveland this year if it wasn't for all the bullshit still.
Cleveland
rocks.
Anyways.
Yeah. So
that's all you have to say to that one, Chris?
Nah, you know my thoughts on Ohio in general. So
I think anybody who's ever listened to this show knows your thoughts on Ohio.
Yes.
I mean, I think my general thoughts on Ohio are the same as yours for the most part, except for one football team.
Yes.
And the NFL Hall of Fame.
Fair enough. And they have Yingling, so I'll give them that.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give one. They have Yingling. I'll give them that.
Yep. And you don't like the NFL Hall of Fame? I mean,
it doesn't do much for me.
I was gonna say the last time I was there, I was like 5.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
And they have, and they have Skyline chili, which is some of the worst fucking shit ever. It's not even fucking chili; it's fucking soup. They put it on fucking noodles. Garbage.
You've never had chili on noodles?
It's not chili.
I think I enjoy when he gets pissed off as much as I enjoy when you get frustrated.
It's not fucking chili. I'm sorry. Just because you put a shitload of cheese on it and sour cream on it, I'm sorry. Skyline chili is fucking soup. It's not chili.
I don't know why you don't like chili on noodles, though.
I didn't say I didn't like chili on noodles. That is not chili.
That's just a combination that I'm like literally being introduced to in real time right now.
It's fucking Ohio. Of course they come up with some weird shit.
Oh, we got fighting words.
Uh-oh.
You shut your mouth. It's delicious.
It's not.
You know exactly where that one came from.
I do.
You shut your mouth when you talk to me.
It's not delicious. It's not even chili. Stop it.
Tell us more.
That's it. That's all I got.
I was gonna say all you had to do was hit the grind your gears drop.
Yeah, that's true.
You're right. Yeah,
you know what?
I missed that one.
While we're on it.
Hold on.
So when I went to the Tiger game on Sunday, and I heard this numerous times, and it just irritates the hell out of me when people still call Comerica Park Tiger Stadium. Like it's been here for 21 fucking years. It's not. It's Comerica Park.
It's not.
It's not Tiger Stadium. How have you not realized this yet?
I was gonna say, does anyone call Ford Field the Silverdome?
I've heard it a couple times.
Have you really?
I have. And I'm just like, oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, I still call the Pizza Oven Joe Louis Arena every now and then.
Yeah.
It sounds so stupid.
I just call it the Pizza Box.
Like Little Caesars Arena.
Right.
No.
But yeah, I heard it a couple times. I'm just like, it's not Tiger Stadium. It's fucking. How have you? 21 years. How have you not realized this yet? How has that not gotten through?
I was gonna say if it was a ballpark like Fenway or Wrigley
right.
or something like that the team was at for 100+ years,
or like if they called like if they called
5-10 years,
if they called like Fenway Park like Fenway Stadium or Wrigley Stadium, it's like, oh my, I hate you.
Listen, I will let them call it whatever they want as long as they never wear these fucking blue jerseys again.
No, they're yellow.
They're yellow jerseys.
Yellow jerseys,
yeah.
blue hats.
Blue hats
with the blue hats. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we call it whatever as long as that.
Dude, those
never
are. As
happens
soon as I
again.
saw those, I'm like, Frank's gonna hate these.
That is,
or Frank will love them because he loves some ugly ass jerseys.
That's
Give me the
true.
Wild Wing.
That's true. When you
Give
first
me the
sent
Wild Wing.
when you first sent it, I was like, I don't know how he's gonna lean on this one.
No. Those are awful.
It's such a weird combo. Like the yellow jersey doesn't fit them at all, and then the blue hat just doesn't fit them or the yellow jersey. What the fuck?
I haven't done any research into why they're doing it, but like I had said to Chris before the show, it's got to be something to do with the
It says
marathon.
something about City Connection. Like that's what I briefly read it like through Nike's Instagram page, Nike's Diamond Instagram page for the
Right.
baseball stuff, and it says it's called the City Connection jersey. Okay,
What connection?
I don't know. That's as far as I got with it. I'm like, okay, cool.
All right.
Are these like the City Edition NBA jerseys? Is that what this is all about? And that's like we talked about before. That is Nike. Stop fucking up these jerseys, man. Like the NFL with the Color Rush jerseys and just some of the team jerseys that they have, like the Rams, you fuck those up. These Color Rush jerseys when you got the Seahawks wearing all highlighter fucking green uniforms, which are just gives me a headache every time I watch them wear those fucking jerseys. The NBA, if you don't look at the scoreline, a lot of times you don't even know who the fuck's playing because you got one team wearing red and one team wearing blue.
I was going to
It's
say,
like,
I go
okay.
into NBA games like I go into UFC fights. Like, I
What-
look at the bottom and it's like,
Right.
okay, the guy in red is Toronto and the guy in purple is the Lakers.
Like
Cool.
what's wrong
Glad
with
I
just
know that.
having like white at home and dark, dark colors on the road, white at home, or vice versa?
Well, and,
like,
and the jerseys themselves don't like. I don't know what they're wearing half
and
the
some
time
of them are
now.
just hideous.
Like I'm looking at them like, what the fuck? What team is that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, on top of the fact, and we discussed this at the beginning of the hockey season, right when they dropped their reverse retros, a majority of those are absolute clunkers.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, there's a few that are fantastic, but
you do some of these jerseys and you end up hitting on one or two of them in the whole line.
and I get it.
just dog
It's
shit
to
after
market
that.
them and to make more money. I understand why it's done, but at the same time, it's like can we keep some classicness to these jerseys? Instead of just taking jerseys and just making them just hideous. I whatever. That's
You can't let that shit happen.
exactly 100%. Yes.
Frank, you got to grind my gears.
No, I got nothing. Nothing's pissing me off right now.
All right. Well, I got a couple.
Oh, sweet.
I'm gonna go with my sports one first.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with the MLB. And they're just pissing me
You
off.
just fucking did it. That was my other one.
So I'll try not to steal your thunder, but I don't know what yours is.
Oh, it was people calling the MLB. It's not
Oh.
the MLB.
Well,
it's Major League
it's
Baseball.
Major League Baseball.
Not the
It's
Major League Baseball.
It's MLB. So I have a problem with MLB. I have a
There you
problem
go.
with Major League Baseball.
There we go.
So I have a problem with the fact that one, they still start a guy off at second in
I
the
hate
extra
it.
innings.
Fucking hate
Yeah.
it.
What the fuck are you? You just magically put a guy on second base. The guy who got the last out in the last inning magically just appears on the fucking pond out there, and you're like, oh, great, we got a guy that's ready to score in scoring position right now.
Why is it the last guy who was out? Why wouldn't it be the next guy up?
You fucking got me. I don't understand it. I don't know why. Does that count as an earned run if he scores? How does he fucking in the
gonna say, if-
scorebook? How do you magically put him there?
If we got some little speed demon who's the last out, and then we put him at second base and he steals third, like that's kind of unfair.
Yeah,
The
it
whole-
is.
the
It's a
whole
stupid. Yeah.
The whole thing is stupid. It's I wouldn't say it's unfair because every team is playing by that rule now.
Right.
But like that's the reason why the Tigers won today. They magically started a guy out
Yeah, I
at
don't
fucking
like it.
second base.
They
And
won because of Badu.
Badu. Yabba Badu.
Well, when they go into this collective bargaining agreement, which is going to lead to either another lockout or a strike, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Get this fucking stupid rule out of here. It's incredibly dumb.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I would
And
rather
another-
them do a home run derby than start a guy off at second.
Honestly,
I agree with
Yeah.
you. I agree with you.
100%. I actually agree with you.
I
on
would
this.
I would rather them take away an infielder than to start a guy out at second. I would rather them take away a defensive player
No
than to
shortstop.
start a guy at second.
Okay.
I would much rather that fucking
Yeah,
happen.
I mean they do that a lot with the shift anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I would
shit.
much rather for every extra inning you go in, you lose an extra defensive player in the field. I would rather that stupid shit happen
Yeah.
than to have them just magically start a fucking guy on second base.
That's not fucking baseball.
It's not baseball. It's gimmicky, and the other stuff would probably be gimmicky too. But it makes more sense like along the lines of the NHL, where overtime is less guys than. I would rather have something that's gimmicky like that rather than you just magically start a guy at second for no fucking apparent reason. He just all of a sudden is there.
It's no good. They need to definitely get rid of that.
The other thing is, you saw the quote unquote brawl, right? With Castellanos. Okay, first of all, the guy's just showing like he has some fucking fire. He's just showing some fucking personality.
I was gonna say the guy tried to block the plate. He got ran over, so he flexed.
And
on
he stood up and flexed on him. He showed some personality.
No, don't do it like that. MLB will say.
Well, yeah.
I have no problem with what he did.
But Major League Baseball
coming in and fucking plowing him for it.
Okay, that's fine too. Like that's all well and good. But they suspended Castellanos for 2 fucking games for showing personality when you had a whole team that cheated to win the World Series. You didn't suspend a single fucking one of them. What?
And they still
fuck?
can't get that under control. Every fucking place that Houston's going right now, they're getting it.
Well, of course they're getting it now because there was no fans to give it to them.
Good. I hope they do. And when it comes down to it, Major League Baseball got it wrong.
They were in like
you suspend guys for stupid shit like this for just having a fucking personality, and yet you didn't suspend anybody for fucking cheating to win a World Series
because you have a commissioner who hates the game.
No, you did suspend. You got rid of Alex Cora for a year.
Ooh, and AJ Hinch.
and AJ Hinch.
But none of the players involved.
None of the players.
They got immunity.
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yep.
You turn around, they give you immunity.
That's bullshit.
Yep, I agree with you 100% on this.
Do you have another one?
No, you have a second one?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
This one's on a personal level. This one is not sports.
I think Joe's going to go off on a rant here. Let's go.
Nope. Maybe.
I was going to say, he's still breathing while he's saying this, so he's not too pissed off yet.
It's people who are really fucking uninventive and lame on April Fool's Day.
Oh, yeah, I saw your post.
Like, what the ever-loving fuck? Do you really think you posting on social media that either you or your significant other is pregnant? Or do you really think that posting an asinine fucking trade or a player got traded or got picked up or got injured really fools anybody on April 1st? Do you think you're fucking cool? Like, does that make any sense that everyone's just going to fucking believe this shit on April Fool's Day? Nobody believes it. You're lame. You're a lame lemming. Stop this shit. Come up with something more creative. Like, get inside your fucking mind a little bit and be creative. Don't do the same thing that every other fucking lemming does on April Fool's Day and go, you see Calvin Johnson's unretiring and come back to the Lions. You fucking moron. Nobody believes that, you jackass. Oh, and by the way, I know you're all not pregnant, too. Fucking idiots.
I'm literally just watching the bar go red.
Oh, yeah.
Red.
Oh, yeah.
Red.
100%.
Fucking stupid. People just piss me off. Humans ruin everything. Ruin it.
Yes, we do.
Says the guy who just told you not to be an asshole.
I agree with him on this because it's just like, really, stop it.
Nobody believes your stupid shit on April Fools.
Funny. You're so funny.
Yeah.
You're so clever.
Oh, that's a good one.
You're so clever.
I also enjoy them being called lemmings.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is.
I will say, and I know Chris will enjoy this, the picture I sent you of the paper towel dispensers a few weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I went ahead and did that one again.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
At work.
What was that?
I bought these little stickers that say either voice activated or clap activated.
Now, see, that's clever.
That's nice. And you put those on the ones at work?
Yeah, a couple of them at work.
That's fantastic.
Now, that's clever.
That is clever. That's creative. That's thinking outside the box. That's not being a sheeple and just doing what everybody else is doing to where nobody fucking believes you.
Right. No, that's genius. I like that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I just throw them up there, and then, I go take a number 2 and just sit there and listen to people go.
Yeah.
Keep doing it, man. Come on.
Let's go.
Hey.
Yeah, voice activated. They just keep standing there going, paper towel, paper towel, paper towel.
Well, it's times you got to get a recording of something.
I think there's probably a rule against cameras in bathrooms. I'm not sure what the law is.
You're not taking a picture of it. You just need a recording.
Just voice record it.
Oh, a voice record. Oh, okay, I thought you were talking like a video of it.
No.
I was like,
I'm
pretty sure
video
there's
would be fucking
laws
funny as
against
shit,
that.
but Really, just the recording will do.
I mean, that'd be creepy if you're just standing in a stall like that.
Yeah, that would be a little weird.
That'd be weird, man.
Stand on the toilet.
Got you good, you fucker.
Got you good.
Oh shit!
And it's not even like it's a good one either. Like the thing is literally right on the front of the paper towel dispenser.
Mhm.
Like you see clearly that you have to push the thing, and
People
still
just-
hearing people.
That's
wow,
great. That's great.
Oh man,
I miss smart people.
Well, I mean,
where
again,
did they go?
Again, we're living idiocracy. So.
Yes, we are. I say that all the time.
We
too.
are though. It's 100%. We're living idiocracy.
Every once in a while, I'll watch that movie just to see what our world is eventually going to happen, what it's going to be like.
It's
'Cause
trending in that direction.
It's exactly like that movie.
We also have your significant other chiming in saying that you have another Grind My Gears from Comerica Park, the Whoas.
Oh yeah, apparently they've started doing this woo thing at Comerica Park. Like they just randomly do it throughout the entire game. Like
Well,
it's-
like through the speakers?
no, like the people in the crowd do it.
Where did this come from?
I have no idea, but it's incredibly fucking
You
irritating.
lock people up for a year and some weird shit starts happening.
Seriously,
all of a
man.
sudden they come out like fucking Al Pacino.
They're sounding like
"Hooah!"
I mean, I don't know what the actual sound was, but it looked like Hooah.
That's literally what they're just going woo, woo like that. Just and like the entire crowd starts doing it, or like the majority of the crowd starts doing it. It's oh my god, it's incredibly irritating.
I hate people.
It's like who the fuck
really
who
do.
the fuck came up with this?
Thankfully, we
What-
only got like 2,000 people.
When was the vote on this, and why wasn't I involved in it?
Right.
Because I definitely voted this
Like
one down.
no,
Does it replace the wave though?
as thing I hate the most.
No, like at the game. Did they?
No, they did. They tried to do a wave
They
too.
tried to do.
Yeah.
With-
how do you do the wave with
8,000 people?
Yeah, no, they tried to do the wave too. Yes.
It's like woo.
Hey, over
Hey,
there.
look, that guy got
Right,
it.
right.
Hey, ready?
Like you know, you know, I've long wanted the wave banned in sporting.
It's so bad. It's annoying.
But was it more annoying than the wave?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Was it more annoying than all the vuvuzelas that people were taking to games for a while or getting at games for a while?
Honestly, it was about the same.
Thunder sticks.
Because I hated those.
Thunder sticks I didn't mind the thunder sticks, but the vuvuzelas and this wooing thing, it was
Yeah.
kind of
Like-
similar.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't be going to any Tigers games.
Yeah, it was not not pleasant whatsoever. So
Just sit in the upper deck. There's gonna be.
I
nobody sitting
no
over
longer
there.
drink, so I'm not sure I could tolerate this shit.
well, I didn't drink, and I think maybe that's why it irritated me so much.
That's probably it.
A sober
Yeah.
Chris in public? That is not a Chris I want to be around.
Sorry, I wasn't going for $11 beers.
He's like-
My bad.
I don't blame you there.
Oh, Allison said it was the Ric Flair.
Yeah, it was kind of. Yeah, that's what it.
Oh.
But it was just people constantly fucking doing it.
You're not
Yeah.
Ric Flair. If you're not Ric
Right.
Flair, don't woo.
Don't woo.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, that's why.
If you're not Ric Flair, don't do anything that Ric Flair did.
I guess
No,
I asked
Because
this question a
you
lot.
look like an idiot. Rick just managed to pull it off.
When you sound like an idiot, you look like an idiot. You are an idiot. I guess my main question that I ask to a lot of fucking things these days: why? Why?
Why?
Like I'm a person that it has to be reasoning behind actions and things you do, right? I'm a big believer in that. Like where's the thought process behind things? Big believer in that. Why? Why are you gonna woo like Ric Flair at a fucking Tigers game? What is it? Why? It doesn't do anything
Why are you
other
gonna-
than annoy everybody around you.
Why are you gonna wear the jersey of a different team to a Tigers Indians game?
What they wear?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Tampa Bay Rays jersey.
Oh wow.
The sky blue one.
Oh,
The baby blue one.
I mean, it's a nice jersey.
It's a nice jersey, but again, the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers are playing. Why are you wearing a Kevin Kiermaier Rays jersey?
See, it even bothers me when you go to a Tigers game and you see people wearing Red Wings jerseys too, though.
Yeah.
It's a different sport, first of all, and I know it's the home team, but it's a different sport. Why are you wearing a Red
I was
Wings
gonna
jersey?
say, if you're going to a Tigers game and you're wearing a Red Wings jersey, there better be a meaningful Red Wings game on.
But so many times there's not, and I've
Right.
seen it. Like
I can get on board if it's the playoffs and you go to the Tigers game and you just happen to have the tickets, but you're like, I'm still going, I'm sporting the Wings. No problems.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But if we're talking like middle September and ain't shit going on, why the fuck are you wearing it?
Right. No, I saw that. I saw some kid wearing it. And I'm just like, all right, dude. Seriously. Like,
I mean, it's got to be something obscene. Like I saw, and we've seen him. I'm sure you've seen him as well. I've seen people wearing the Spicoli Red Wing jersey with 420 on the back to the Tigers game. That's fine. Or a Clark Griswold jersey. You want to wear that? I don't care if you wear it to a fucking Red Sox Yankees game.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense, but it's still a great jersey.
Right.
But if you're wearing a player currently playing, or a player that formerly was on that, like, no.
Or if you wear
a reason to wear it.
Or if you wear the jersey with your own name on the back.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
I'd like to know who those people are, though. Like, I really would. Because
they're the same people that have personalized license plates.
Yeah, but see, I would get a personalized license plate, but it would probably say like something like SOTDET or something.
Yeah, like I wouldn't get like my own name on it,
right?
Or something stupid like that. But
right,
yeah.
like I wouldn't get my own last name on the license plate or anything because
Right.
that's just stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I don't really know anybody that does their own name on the back of a jersey. But who are these people? Because I see them.
They're around.
I don't know any.
And then
thank God.
The thirdly tuck-in jersey guy.
Oh, for sure, tucks in the jersey.
Yeah.
I just see it. I'm just like, why? You literally walked out of the house and you thought this was okay.
Every time I see tucked in jersey guy, I just think of Smithers from from fucking Simpsons. I was like, you Gomer.
Oh my God.
If somebody has the confidence to try to pull off the Gretzky tuck, I leave it alone. Because you look so fucking stupid.
You do look
but
stupid.
You think you look good with it. And I can respect that you have so much confidence that you think you look good.
I don't know.
But the full tuck, not a chance.
No, it looks incredibly bad.
Oh, it's such a
don't
bad.
do
It is such
Don't
a
do
bad
it.
look.
Don't do it.
All right, boys. Where are we going from this?
Frank's got to read something.
Frank's got to read. It's been a couple of weeks since Frank's read.
Last time you were supposed to read that, you just handed it off to me.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
Why the fuck did I say anything?
Yeah, I know,
Here,
right?
read this.
You're good.
All right, well,
You're reading it.
fuck it. Are you tired of going from dealership to dealership looking for an automobile or a boat? Well, you're not the only one. Get in touch with Land & Sea Motorsports. They specialize in finding you the car, truck, or boat that you're in the market for.
Have you been looking for a boat, Joe?
I haven't, no,
okay.
and I will never look for a boat, but a car maybe. At Land & Sea Motorsports, tell them the type of vehicle and the features you want, and they will find it to fit your budget. They also offer shrink wrapping and winterization for all boats and jet skis. If your boat or vehicle need any repairs or cleaning, they offer a full detail division as well. So give them a call at 586-484-9798 or visit their website at landandseamotorsports.com. That's landandseamotorsports.com.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Especially for being put on the spot like that.
Yeah.
It's more fun to do it that way.
It is.
I was the idiot that said what he did last time, so I
That's fair.
just had to fucking roll with it at that point.
That's fair.
All right.
And you knew as soon as you said it, I was doing it.
I
again.
had
Yeah.
as it was coming out of my mouth, I went, yeah,
Yeah.
you probably shouldn't have
I'm
said
reading
that.
this.
Yeah. So we do have a cameo to get to, and this one I haven't even heard yet.
No.
Somebody told me about it.
I hear it's pretty good though.
I got it. I'm told it's pretty funny. I'm told it's not safe for work. So if you're going to be listening to this on a podcast and you're at work or around children or anything, you probably should not listen to it then. I'm told there's some vulgarity to this one, but I'm told it's pretty funny and enjoyable. So with that being said, here we go.
Hey, Nate, it's Jim Cornette coming to you through the miracle of Cameo, live
Saw
and in
this.
living color here on your telephone or whatever you're watching this on from Castle Cornette here in Louisville, Kentucky. And the reason why you're getting this, don't shit yourself now. The reason why you're getting this is because Linda apparently loves you more than you love her. Because she bought this for you. She booked this Cameo. She got this thing all set up. She says that you're going to be gobsmacked to get a promo from Jim Cornette, but she's also given me a few tidbits.
How confident do you have to be to wear your
personal
own face on a
notes
shirt?
on you, Nate. For one thing, why do you have fat fuck tattooed on your stomach? I mean, it's obvious. If anybody's looking, that's the first thing that flashes in their mind. Hey, look at that fat fuck. You don't have to write it out there. Secondly, Linda's a little worried that you love the dog more than you love her. You carry the dog to bed at night, you make over the dog, you pet on the dog. Hey, I love dogs too. My little Harley Quinn, she's the light of my life. But Linda wants to make it known that you need to give her some dick every once in a while. As a matter of fact, I have a piece of paper here where, in Linda's words, can you tell him to give me some more dick? This is not a good sign for the relationship. So, Nate, you took care of her through COVID. We're almost on the end of that fiasco and ready to join the world again. But you've got to do better with coming across with the penis. Stop worrying about the puppies so much. Puppies are resilient. They'll still love you tomorrow. Give Linda, just slip her a little bit of the sausage. Okay? That's what she's asking for. She's gone to this extent to spend money, take time and effort to get me to come on your telephone and tell you, just fuck her once in a while. That's all she's asking. You took care of her through the COVID. You've been a great guy otherwise, even if you do have the fat fuck thing. But don't pet the dog so much. Pet the pussy once in a while. Anyway, Nate, I love you. Linda, thank you for setting this up. And in parting, thank you. Fuck you. Bye-bye, everybody.
This woman literally paid Jim Cornette money to tell her husband, boyfriend, her fat fuck, that the fat fuck is not fucking enough.
God, that was fucking hilarious.
You just had to pay money to get a fat guy to fuck you.
I think that might be my favorite one so far.
That one's fucking fun.
That's not even the one I thought it was. I've seen a few Jim Cornette ones, and if you get the chance, like, and not that we need to show Cornette one every week, but if you get a chance, just look up some of the Jim Cornette ones, because they are fucking
that one was
amazing.
great.
I have loved every one in their own way so far. That stands out as probably my favorite. That was fantastic, and this, like I said, this time I waited to get the reaction with you guys as opposed to knowing what's coming.
Oh, that was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Slipper the sausage.
Slipper the sausage. Just give her some dick.
I just can't.
And this is the guy who can't come up with an original fucking idea for wrestling right now.
Right, exactly.
That's the worst part. Like, that was hilarious. Figure out how to make that a wrestling segment, and we're fucking money.
But you can't, because that was Attitude Era shit.
Right.
I do love Jim Cornette for, like, his personality. The guy just, whenever he talks, I'm like, fucking, this guy's awesome. I love hearing this guy talk. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was great.
And he has a black T-shirt with his face.
Of course.
That's all. Again, the confidence you need to pull that off,
or the lack of shame to have to pull that off.
And this is, I mean, Cornette's got to be in his 60s, pushing 70 at this point. And
Yeah,
it's not a young Cornette face.
Nope.
It's the same face that he has.
It's like he just randomly took a picture last week and had it put on a T-shirt.
It's probably what he did.
Yeah. I think we should do that. I think we should have T-shirts made of our own faces and wear them on the show.
Of our own faces?
Yeah, of our own
Absolutely
faces.
not.
Wear them on the show
Of Jim
one day.
Cornette's face? I'm still not down, but it'd be better than mine.
Oh my god, that'd be funny.
Oh shit! All right. Anything else we want to get into, boys?
No, I got nothing.
Unless you got another Cornette cameo.
I don't, but I'll be looking into some more now. Like, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was great.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, that's going to do it for tonight's show.
Yeah.
Give us a like, a share, and a follow on our social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. You can find all of our podcasts on your favorite podcast provider. As always, check out our website, sotdet.com. Again, that's sotdet.com. We want to thank everyone for listening and or watching. On behalf of Chris and Frank, I'm Joe. We are Sports on Tap Detroit. See you next Tuesday.
And that is it for us today.
No! God, please, no!
Bye, have a great time.
No! God!
Bye, guys.
No! Bye, buddy. No!
Goodbye.
No! Goodbye! No!
It's never goodbye.
Hey,
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs.
And you were meant to be here tonight.
You guys will always be in my heart.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
I think the most important part is that we all stay together throughout.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Live. Fight like hell. The best thing I have ever done, the best thing I will ever do, is be a dad.
God, I love you guys. Mamba out.